Brains!
Brains!
Brains! Brains! Ow! Oh, I hate getting paper cuts. Gads, that stings.
Brains!
Oh, I think I'm in soup now. Hi. We don't know each other, and I've probably wandered into your zombie cave or headquarters, but if you could just let me go on my way, I would really appreciate it.
Is that cut serious? I could find some acting if you wish.
Oh, thank the stars. You're an original zombie.
Sorry about scaring you like that. I had to make sure none of the turned zombies were around. They don't like us, as you probably realize.
Oh, perfectly understandable. I have to tell you, being a zombie sucks.
You're preaching to the choir, my friend.
How do you think I feel? I used to be a literary professor. I'm a published author and brilliant orator. So what's the only thing I say now that I'm a zombie? Brains, brains, brains. Is that the only word in the zombie lexicon?
It's those turned zombies that give us originals a bad reputation.
Well, I, for one, hate the idea that I have to kill someone just so I can lead this repulsive lifestyle.
Yeah, what's that all about? I remember when I was alive, I actually used to feel guilty about craving junk food. Now all I want to do is eat brains.
Yes, I never realized just how hard it is to crack open a human skull. You've got to bash that thing for like 45 minutes before anything comes out.
Then it's usually just a trickle of brain juice. Do you have any way to pry open the skull?
I use this.
A paperclip? You should probably look at upgrading.
I have another confession to make, which might get me kicked out of the zombie union. I hate the taste of brains.
I thought I was the only one. Here's a trick. See some of this blood on my shirt? It's actually ketchup. Makes it easier for the brains to go down.
I think I hear somebody coming. Let's switch into zombie mode.
Brains, 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 brains.
Okay. Please pull the plug on that. We're original zombies, just like you.
Well, this is a fine how do you do. How are the two of you?
Like you, we are just trying to stay away from the turned zombies.
We're getting quite the little gathering here. Perhaps some introductions are in order. I'm Eve Partridge. I was a philosophy major at Columbia.
I'm Jonathan Wellington, PhD. I taught literature and English at Brown.
Marge.
What do you do for a living, Marge?
Oh, this and that.
Sounds interesting. Wait a minute. Don't I know you?
No, I'm sure you don't.
I do know you. You're Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Hey, that's President Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, do everyone a favor. Don't remind us that you used to be the president. The only good thing about this zombie nightmare is that the United States no longer exists, and you're nothing but a run-of-the-mill zombie, shuffling aimlessly down the street.
For your information, being president is hard. I thought it was going to be showing up for rallies and playing golf.
Do you even have the slightest idea what the job entails? Do you even know what's in the Constitution?
Yes, I do. That's the paper that says that I can shoot anyone because I am a Republican and an American.
It says nothing like that, not even close. What else do you know about the Constitution, besides your warped definition of the Second Amendment?
The rest is just nitpicking details about freeing slaves and not taxing rich people.
Fine. Here's a question. You spent $100 billion on Space Force, and you couldn't stop a radioactive asteroid from hitting the Earth? What's up with that?
Well, it turns out Space Force was just a vanity project. It had no practical purpose.
And you couldn't spend that money on something useful?
Okay, everybody, just cool down. We're all in the same boat. We lived, we died, we came back as zombies. As far as I'm concerned, we're all equal now.
Sure. We'll call the boat the SS Socialist Zombie.
Quiet, everybody. I hear someone coming. Everybody, zombie up. Brains.
Brains! Marge, knock off that psycho stuff. Just one drawn-out brains will do.
Oh.
Oh, no. It's too late. There it is.
Well, slap my knees and call me a grinnin'. You folks must be originals.
Great. It's a hell zombie.
I gotta tell you folks, I loves this life.
Technically, you loves this unlife.
I ain't got no idea what you're talking about, Sparky. I'm Bertha Mae Robinson from across the way.
My name is Eve.
Jonathan.
Nice to meet you, Johnny, Evie. And I knows you. You're President Margarine Green Taylor. I voted for you in the last election. Twice.
It's nice to meet you, Bertha Mae. I certainly appreciate your continued support.
I even wrote me a song in your honor.
Oh.
Green Taylor is the president. That's all I got so far.
Huh.
You've only been able to come up with 5 words for your song in 2 years?
I've been busy.
Oh, Bertha, I must say, you are right out of central casting.
Appreciate that, buddy.
Let me guess, Bertha. When you were alive, you used to work at a place with a large metal compactor.
Yep. Bubba's Crush and Crunch over there on Route 80.
I'm willing to bet you were living in a mobile home park.
I'm the 3rd generation to live at Weepy Acres. I was even born on the same kitchen table my ma and pa was both conceived on.
Did you happen to be married to a gentleman with 2 first names?
You're talking about Jim Bob.
By any chance, did Jim Bob have a slight weight problem?
Hell no. He was just fat. 500 pounds if he was an ounce.
Well, I'm sure you had a lovely marriage.
You see, Margarine, that's where you'd be wrong. Turns out Jim Bob was having illicit relations with Thelma Lou from down the way.
Oh.
Was this Thelma Lou better looking than you?
Hell no. She made both Jim Bob and I look like an anorexic.
If I still had a stomach, I'd be throwing up right now.
So anyway, I head on over to the trailer, give Bubba the what for and the who how. I got my trusty tire iron, and I'm hiding underneath the trailer. I'm just waiting for them to finish their consummating. The problem is when you got a half ton of flesh slapping together on waterbed, it tends to create a lot of stress on them cement blocks that are holding up my house. Next thing I know, the whole kit and caboodle done fall smack dab right on top of me. Snap my spine like an old twig.
Oh, you poor dear. Did you at least die quickly?
Hell no. I was trapped underneath there for about 5 hours. The bad news was my screams for help were drowned out by their cries of ecstasy.
I'm assuming at that point you went to HE double hockey sticks.
Nope. I went to hell. And you know what? I don't like hell. It's really hot there. And I got them imps poking me in the behind with them pitchforks all the time. Hell sucks.
Sounds like hell.
Luckily, that radioactive asteroid crashed into Weepy Acres. And the next thing you know, I'm back in the saddle again.
As a hell zombie.
As a hell zombie. First thing I figure out, I can kill anyone I want and turn them into zombies.
Oh, wait a second. So you can kill anyone you want and don't even have to use the stand your ground defense?
Bingo! So, who do you think I went after first?
I'm just spitballing here, but I bet it was Thelma Lou and Jim Bob.
Yepper. So I kick in the door and they see me back from the grave and they start screaming to beat the band. I just start tearing into them like a hound dog going after a bone. I'm ripping out their guts and gizzards, and the place looked like a turkey slaughterhouse after Thanksgiving. Jim Bob's looking at me screaming, "When am I gonna die?" And I says, "I don't know." And quite frankly, I resent the question. So after both kicked the bucket and went zombified, it hit me like a mobile home severing my spine. I had found my calling.
Just to be clear, if I want to kill liberals and or Antifa, all I have to do is become a hell zombie?
That's the short and skinny of it.
Huh. Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm out of here. I'm going to find a tall cliff, throw myself off of it, die, go to hell, come back as a hell zombie, and start kicking some liberal butt. Look out, zombie world. Margarine Green Taylor is coming back soon, and I'll be loaded for bear. Ha!
I think Freud would have a field day with all of this.
Hey, you guys hungry? I got some leftover brain hanging around here somewhere off of me.
No, I'm fine.
Oh, me too. Say, Bertha, do you actually like the taste of brains?
I love it. Hell, I wish I had brains when I was alive. It's like a big old chicken McNugget without that brown stuff.
Don't you mind your arms? Don't your arms get tired bashing the head against the ground to get to the brains?
Bashing the head? What is you people, dumb?
You know another way?
Hell yeah. Best way is to just tear out the throat and reach up to grab the brain and pop it right out. Sicker than snot.
That sounds like it would work. Eve, could I speak with you privately?
Sure. What's up?
I'm wondering if we shouldn't team up with Bertha for a while to learn the finer points of being a zombie.
Seriously? You want a zombie tutorial from the Walking Jeff Foxworthy album? Well, I guess it couldn't hurt. I haven't eaten anything in a while, and the idea of having Sebastian yet another skull isn't appealing. We could try this throat tearing technique.
At least it gives us some hope to survive.
Well, a glimmer of hope.
Great. Hey, Bertha. Eve and I were wondering if you could show us how to be better zombies.
Me? A teacher? Oh, I'll be like that little green feller, Yoder. Damn, this day is getting better and better. All right. Lesson number 1. Y'all see them human beings over there?
Yes.
Go kill one. Now, I know y'all don't like it, but they ain't gonna take out their brains themselves. Evie, Johnny, don't do that shuffling crap neither. Get a move on. Don't worry about those other ones. Go for that fat kid. He ain't gonna bite you. Ah, dang it, you ain't doing it right. Hold on, let me show you. Y'all want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. Brains! Brains! Dang. I love this life.